back to Vigga VTV. This is the Pipebomb session. Today we're discussing the image pressures on women in today's society on social media. Of course, I've got my co-host Atkins.
Yes.
I've got a special guest today, a woman like Lydia.
Hey guys.
Going on. So let's get into it, guys. Like, like in the era we're living at the moment, we've got a lot of women trying to fit into a certain category, and I feel like obviously I've put you on here because obviously you're a women's kind of perspective.
Advocate.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Us men are slightly to blame in trying to...
I wouldn't say you guys are to blame.
50-50.
Yeah, no, I'd say it's 100%.
Actually,
yeah.
it's not even 50-50, it's 60-40. Still, I can't lie.
So,
yeah.
Go on. No.
Okay.
I was just going to say that it's based upon women.
Yeah.
They judge themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. We have a part
They guard themselves.
No, I think women have a responsibility.
Yeah.
No, I'll be honest with you. There's only so much pressure that that men can put on women. I think as women, we need to take responsibility for how we act, how we conduct ourselves, and the energy that we give out. So going back to what you were saying, the image pressures on women, I feel like just as a general consensus, like I was saying earlier, women more so than men have this. Have more of a consciousness when it comes to the way we look. Like, do you know what I mean? Men will just go out doing what they're doing, but women, they care about how they look. They care about how their hair looks. They care about having their nails done.
But what influences that though?
So, I mean, okay, so I wanted to take it down to the core. But the reason I wanted to take it down to the core is then to say, okay, cool. So we have the core. So women are already super susceptible to this sort of like, image conscious lifestyle, right? Now what we have through the, exponential rise of social media is, this over-popularized, over-glamorized sort of look. And I feel like it's a fad. I said this a while ago, before Nicki Minaj came out, or before J-Lo, big bums weren't a thing. Yeah. I grew up in the 90s, right? So, skinny was cool. Yeah. Saying, oh, I think, does my bum look big in this to your, to your other half? If they said yes,
I don't know.
That was the wrong answer.
Mainstream,
100%. I'm talking about mainstream.
Say that in our culture, that's the standard.
That's different, that's standard. But if we're talking about mainstream social media, we are. And then we've got all of these Facetune apps, there's been such a rise in surgical procedures, in BBLs.
Why do you want
pop
to think
culture.
That? Yeah, but then what is it initially for? Attention, right?
I feel like it's a number of things. It's for attention. We live in a social media.
Popularity.
Popularity.
As a form of currency in a way, especially nowadays.
It's a fad, in my opinion. Like I said, one day it's it's lip enhancers, another day it's like a curvaceous body, and I feel like there's constantly this pressure now because of all these Facetune apps and this unrealistic standard of beauty that we give out from all of like I said, pop culture. If you look at Nicki Minaj, if you look at Cardi B, if you look at any sort of female music artists that we have going, that are popular right now, they're sexy, they're a curvy figure, they look pretty.
Who decides that?
Exactly what I was about to say.
Women.
No.
Women decide.
No, however, but who are they trying to please though?
Yeah. If 10 girls say, "Oh, this girl is nice," you're gonna think she's nice. That's the way it goes.
Or does it go down to like, guys are capping it, guys are on it,
of course,
I think,
And obviously, why is the big bump
I think, okay, so you know what it is as well, with like, how filters are and stuff like that, everyone uses filters now, everyone uses face editing apps, everyone uses this, so it gives this, in their opinion, we've sort of denormalized natural beauty as a society. What I was going to say to you guys earlier, right, and this is like an honest question, right? So, what would you prefer? If you're looking for your wife, do you want your wife to be walking down the road and 100 men looking at her?
That doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying for you, it doesn't matter. Cool.
You take it first.
What? So say for
You said my wife, so there's multiple layers of things. Obviously, beauty is a percentage.
And it's in the eye of the beholder.
Of course. Now, the way if she can cook, that's another plus.
Her mindset.
A plus. It is a ratio of everything. And if you hold beauty at the top, then you're just gonna have a bimbo.
There's more to life than beauty.
Of course. But some men don't need anything other than just beauty.
So as a man, right? As a man, because and this is just me being like, I want you guys to be honest with me. Would you feel comfortable having a girl who, you know, is like, say for example, you know, half, like, I don't know, you know, girls do it, that's fine, but half naked on Instagram, all for the likes, all trying to keep up with this culture.
Let me break it down to
Are
you.
you talking for a weekend?
No, I'm talking for a woman as an actual potential. Do you want that?
As a man, I'll break it down to you. It depends on the person. We'll cut from different cloths.
Yeah.
So me personally, when I'm looking for a wife, it's about your foundation, what you can bring to the table. Again, we have to understand that looks fade.
Exactly.
Looks definitely fade. So you're going for a girl that just looks pretty, you've lost in life. Depends on what kind of life. If you're a footballer and you don't need a girl to do anything in your life, fair enough. But I need you to be there for me, add to my table, add to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Looks is just there, innit? Like, if you're
So why don't we popularize that?
Because sadly enough, we've got people, again, that's why I put me in thing on the show, because us men are to play a problem in this. We're part of the problem. Because some men will promote that image, and promoting that image gives the wrong image, the wrong message to women.
Yeah.
So they're on looking like, let me get a big ass. Because let's not be real, men, we like bums. Sadly.
But everybody not that.
yeah,
Like, even girls. I've been walking down with a girl. The girls looked at the girl's bum. I was like, what's
Yeah, a girl can appreciate another girl's bum.
the
Like, do
same
you
way,
know what
the
I
same
mean?
way. But
because they know the power it holds, my G.
because they said that.
Did they say it or do we say it?
No, but
Because how men are catting for bum, they're like, oh my god, it's a big bum, I want to...
But do you not think that that's because it's popular? I mean, like, we spoke about earlier about, you know, different cultures prefer different things, right?
Yeah.
But do you think now that, you know, like I said, back in the 90s and stuff like that, like, you know, big bums weren't popular, innit? They wasn't, it was skinny, it was slim girls, they were
big,
popular.
yeah.
So do you think people just want a big bum or they want this curvaceous woman just because it's a fad right now? Or do you think that's an actual attraction point?
I think I'll agree with a bit of both. So you take it, sorry.
Yeah, so you're saying, is it a fad right now? You follow whatever the mainstream is. You 10 years ago, if you see a picture of yourself, wearing boot cuts, but you know that back then you thought you looked like the lick, 100%.
Yeah.
Bro, I had crepes that was going my whole crep. No crep. Do you get it?
Yeah, that was
You
the
get me?
lick
So you just follow whatever is mainstream at the time.
Now,
obviously, right
But
now.
why do we follow that?
Yeah.
Why do we succumb to that
Because
pressure?
I think some people want to fit in, sadly enough. We're in that society where being the norm, if it's the norm, then we feel like it's a comfort.
But it's popular to fit in. If you fit in the most, you're going to be up there.
But then is that...
But then that goes back to, like, you know, it's just it just goes back to, are you a sheep or are you a lion?
Spot on,
Who are you? Like, do you think for yourself, or does the pop culture or does what's popular then think for you?
That's if you're woke enough to see everything. Whereas other people see it as a hierarchy. I'm trying to get as many followers as possible, and to do that, this is what I got to do.
Yeah, but
So
followers
let's-
don't
so
always convert into pounds though.
Let's
fine,
touch on
that's
that. So
fine.
Yeah.
you said Instagram. I think that's a major part to play in what's going on now.
And that's why I said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
a major part to play.
that's what when you're saying all these surgical things started increasing. It's because of Instagram.
It
because
is.
you're taking pictures of yourself.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
You're taking pictures of yourself, so you're trying to make yourself look nice. I've seen girls with over 100k followers in real life, and yes, you look good in a picture.
No.
Real life, I'm telling you, it's looking a bit wild.
But that's what I mean about these filters and
Especially
stuff
no
like
makeup.
that.
Wild.
Yeah, but that's what I mean about these filters and stuff, because ultimately a filter will change your face, it will smooth it out.
Yeah.
And we're not promoting natural beauty. We're not promoting perfectly imperfect, which is something that we need to focus more on with women. We need to focus on the perfectly imperfect.
Yeah.
Because now we've got this thing is that, you know, women weren't like, let me tell you something about women. For every good selfie, there's 49 that didn't make it. And that's really how it goes down these days. And
Not for me.
have you guys seen the film Cuties on Netflix?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, cool.
No.
So Cuties is a really good representation of this, of over sexualizing women, especially at like such a young age and stuff like that. And it just goes to show the constant pressure to look sexy, to be sexy, even from such a young age. Honestly, sometimes I see 14, 15-year-old girls, and I'm like, I did not look like that at your age.
Like,
I didn't know how to contour. I look like an
You
egg.
see girls that are 16 now,
And you're like, what?
Back in my day, they were just wearing, what are they wearing, bro? What were they
Literally,
wearing?
Kappa tracksuits, and like, do you know what I mean? Groovy chicken and all that type
all
of
these girls
stuff.
trying to look older. It's mad. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. But how can, like, How can we improve that?
That's why I thought, as a woman,
Yeah.
how would you
what are the ways?
Because I feel like women play a part because they're the role models. Like,
Women
they see
do
these
play a
Nicki
part,
Minaj's, they see
yeah.
these people and they look up to
They
them.
are the trendsetters. They
Yeah.
sit it.
So for me personally,
Yeah.
how I think it takes that. For me personally, how I do part. You've seen my videos and stuff,
yeah.
right? So I will speak out on it. I will constantly speak out on it. Like, and you know, that's the only way that we can sort of play a part is to actually make an active change. But I feel like, unfortunately, the way that everyone is, like you said, not a lot of people are woke. A lot of people are sheep and they just follow. So I feel like until enough people start standing up and start speaking out. I remember a while ago, Alicia Keys did this no makeup thing. Show your natural beauty.
Yeah.
And it lasted for a little bit, but the problem is like people, that stuff doesn't sell, and we live in such a give me this fast society, beautiful society that it's sort of like a trap. We can't get back from it now. And the only thing that we can do, and you know, one thing that I always promote to women, and you know, I'm actually doing a self-love tour around schools next year. So we're going to go into schools and we're going to speak to young women about what self-love really is. And we're going to speak to them about, again, you know, like I was saying to you guys earlier, you know, what this savage and what mentality does, and what this sort of like, you know, over polarization, over sexualization, and it does, because it's completely, it's just, we've just got to a point now where if change doesn't happen, our granddaughters and our great-granddaughters are going to suffer.
I feel like we're suffering now.
We're suffering now,
like,
but I think it's going to get a hell of a lot
But
worse.
when you say we're suffering, in what way?
in the sense of like, this is the norm now. This is genuinely the norm. Like, it's in terms of like, women will say, oh, you know what, my likes are down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a thong and a like my bikini on, get likes, and that's sad, man.
That's
That's
exactly.
genuinely sad,
But
like,
sex sells, bro.
Sex sells with women and beef sells with men.
But I said that's it, sex sells, but I would love a woman that can excel in more than you.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. That's
but then we need to
you
promote
are
that.
allowed.
So we need to promote
Right,
that. We
right,
need to promote
right.
mind over
Right.
beauty.
I need them to be chasing all the.
Let me
all
tell
the
you
bimbos
something.
So I can go
Guys,
for the pleasure ones.
you know what? Let me tell you something. You know Queen Cleopatra? Queen Cleopatra is depicted throughout history as this beautiful monarch.
Yeah.
When in reality, Queen Cleopatra, if you actually look at her on coinage, she wasn't that beautiful.
Yeah.
But what it is she, you know, she was elevated by the ranks of scholars. She spoke 12 different languages. She had a certain je ne sais quoi about her. And it wasn't so much that she was beautiful, because she wasn't physically beautiful, but it was the way that she was able to command herself. It was the way that she was able to command her presence. You know, that she got a man like Mark Antony, like
It wasn't
Julius
the norm.
Caesar.
It was far from the norm back then.
Yeah, but the point is like, if the core of it is as a woman, if you're able, like your beauty does really reside within, and you know, modern day society sort of depicts such a different story, but I feel like it's such a massive lie. And I tell women that all the time. I'm like, it doesn't matter how good you look with a filter on, because when you get there in real life, do you know what I mean?
Is it a lie or is it advertisement? It's like if you're going to buy a car, are they gonna show you all the scratches? No, they're not.
They're not.
They're not.
But you're gonna see those scratches,
I gotta show you the best side. You get me? You start seeing girls, yeah. Only that side of the face.
But you
Only that.
have you clocked this one, the
go to
the hill thing?
Her face is like it's like a.
Let me explain. Why do women do the little hell thing? So they get the, what's that about?
Angles!
You know what?
There's
It's a-
TikTok tutorials of
No,
of how to.
like that may make it. I feel like do you like that?
The hill comes up like
There's
that.
type of things.
Like,
Yeah,
in
can you
the
see that? You
moonwalk,
bent your thing and
oh,
it makes
is
the
Yeah,
bone bigger.
the hip come out.
Yeah. Certain
Image.
poses will make your figure look
But like I
bigger,
said,
innit?
it's all advertisement
So,
because Instagram is like.
it is.
It's like all
false
trader. It's like all trader.
advertisement.
That's what it's like.
This is what I mean. I feel
You
like
get
it's
me?
false advertisement.
Auto trader.
No, but hey, but real talk. How else can it? There's no other way. You're always going to show your best side.
but
If
human
you're
nature
feeling
is
down,
that.
are you gonna be like, well, you get the odd, you get the odd person that does it for attention, but are you gonna when you're sad deep down? Are you gonna post that?
But
No.
what are you trying to achieve with that post? What is the person trying to achieve with that post? If you're sad,
I'm having fun. I'm enjoying. I'm living life. I'm living my best.
They're sad though. You just said they're sad.
No, I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you will not post anything
Yeah.
when you are sad. That as in, you're not gonna document the
You
side
know,
of your life.
Yeah, one thing I say about
You're
social
promoting
media
it.
is people only show you what they want you to see.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
one thing to always remember. And that's something I try to drill in even throughout my videos is like, look, at the end of the day, even us sitting here right now, we're only showing you what you know, what we want you to see. We're not going to wake up in the morning first thing. I'm not going to wake up in the morning first thing and not do nothing and then, you know, just get my camera and be like, hi guys, today I want to talk about, I'm not going to do that.
Hey guys!
Like, yeah, hey guys, I say that a lot. Hey guys, I'm not going to do that. So people only show you what. So really, what we need to understand is that social media is fake.
Yeah.
And that's just one thing.
100%.
It is 100. It is. It's fake.
So
It's not real.
guys, if you're out there, social media is just a facade. So
It's a
listen,
facade. Don't be peer pressured into believing that you need to be a certain way or feel a certain way.
I believe that Instagram is a sales place. Yeah, you're selling yourself in the best way possible.
All right, guys, just to round up, obviously, I think we hit some good points here. What is your final message to the people out there about, you know, the pressures on women's image-wise?
What I'd say is, like, obviously the pressures is with your support system. Yeah, your girls around you are the ones that are putting pressure. Other than that, you just have to have the right people around you, innit? Just with the right mindset.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
The law of 5. You become the average of the 5
That's
people you
it.
spend the most time with.
that's it.
Lydia, round up for you.
So my roundup is that first of all that social media is fake. You are beautiful in so many different ways. So your mind, your personality, you know, how you treat other people, and that's what you really need to concentrate on. You know, it's the impression that you leave on other people. And you know what? 100 likes on Instagram is not 100 bags in the bank account. So just remember that. It's not. It's not 100 likes on Instagram is not 100 bags in the bank account. So be who you are unapologetically. Always. At the end of the day, if someone's going to be with you, whether that be a man or whether that be a female, whichever way you want to go, they're going to be with you because of your soul. Looks fade, as we said earlier. So live your life unapologetically, be who you are, and don't succumb to this absolutely ridiculous fake facade that social media has you thinking is reality, because it really is not.
It's not.
Brilliant, bam. So you heard it first on Vigga VTV. Smash a like, subscribe, and we out.